Welcome to the controversial table. I'm Miss Valiant. This is Mr. Fan. Welcome to our table. Please sit. Let's have a conversation. Today's episode is about fat shaming. Now, I don't like making rant videos on platforms, but this is the only healthy way I can explain it. Now, people who like to make fat jokes, I know y'all two timing skinny behinds ain't talking about nobody's body, life, or anything about their skin color. Because I know half of y'all are probably broke, just lost their daddy, got no job, got no life, got nothing. And y'all sitting up here fat shaming people. It makes me livid. I don't even know half y'all who watch this stuff. Who watches this? I don't even know half y'all. But the half I do know, what is wrong with you? No, none of y'all are doctors. None of y'all, bodybuilders in the gym got no reason to talk about anybody but yourself. You ain't perfect. You got something wrong with you too. I know there is people out here who don't know when to put the shovel down. And that means there's something wrong with you picking on people who have something wrong with them. Food is a drug, just like all the other substances out here, especially those who vape. You're addicted to that stuff. You have no room to talk. Am I saying anything wrong here, Mr. Fan?
Absolutely not. You are speaking the truth, my sister. You are speaking the truth.
Now, I know this is our channel, and I normally don't like to talk for too much and let Mr. Fan have a turn. But I gotta say this. There is a content creator, not gonna say his name, who goes around whose sole purpose on his channel is to eat food in front of the camera and talk so ridiculous. He used to be a real skinny dude, but now eats his way for millions of people to watch and enjoy. You complain about what you're watching. That makes no sense to me. I mean, are you out of your mind? To sit there and watch people eat food in front of you. What's some kind of sick fixation? Tell me why is it so pleasing to watch people eat online? It's disgusting. People shoving thousands and thousands of pounds of chicken down their throats, thousands and thousands of gallons of soup. Eating apples for ASMR and chewing uncontrollably. That doesn't bother you when people eat in your face like that? Chewing, crunching, munching. That. It is disgusting. These food channels are disgusting. They're encouraging obesity. They are. Let me put it this way. I'm fat. I am. You can see it on my neck. You can see it in my face. I'm heavy. I'm heavy set. You can see it in my titties. I'm heavy set. I'm heavy. And I don't let that define me. I eat what I want. I know what I'm putting in my mouth. Sure, and guess what? I don't get up anymore. I'm staying the same weight. I've been losing weight actually. Eat the same damn greasy junk food and then exercise it off. Not 30 minutes after I eat, no. But I do exercise. You should fancy me dance. I think I'm pretty good at it. I'm not professional, but I think I'm pretty good at it.
Very good at it.
So yeah, I know I'm fat. I'm heavy. I'm a big girl. In my Facebook profile, I say I'm a hefty girl. I like to eat. I'm not afraid to be fat, as y'all like to call it. But I know my limit of how much I'll eat. I know when to stop. So why is it so infectious of you to constantly condemn someone for being big? Being fat isn't always a bad thing. Sure, it has its flaws, don't get me wrong. But why is being skinny the shit? It's not. I used to be picked on all the time for being fat. Put down the food. Hey, Shaheemith. Hey, hefty girl. Hey, there's a whale washed up in the classroom. We should probably get it back to sea. Hey, yo, it's Rasputia off in orbit. I used to get that all the time. Here comes, hey, it's Fat Patricia. I used to get it all the time. Bullet to the point where I wanted to die. So I just kept fattening myself. I felt like I had nothing to live for. And guess what? This is at 10. This is at 10 years old. I was like this at 10, 9, 8, and 7. I ate my feelings because I hated myself. I already hated myself. And when people calling me fat and fugly and just plain disgusting, I just kept eating because that's the only thing I knew how to do. I didn't look fat. I was one of those people who can put on pounds but don't look fat. By the time I was in middle school, I was 300 pounds. Because I ate my feelings. I had a hole the size of the entire planet. No, the universe. That's how I had a God-sized hole in my heart. I didn't know what to do about it. To be honest, I was becoming an atheist at that age because I didn't think a God out there loved me. But I was proven wrong. See our Experience with God video to know more.
Which we recommend you, if you really want to lift yourself up, watch that video. It may be emotional for some, but it's inspiration for everybody. Please continue.
I went through my journalist change. It didn't take to being put in a psych ward, being piped up on Miralax to get me to lose weight. Stop eating so much because I knew I had people who loved me enough, and I needed to stop thinking above myself. I was being selfish. That's why I kept eating, kept thinking of me. Because when people hurt me, I hurt them back. I didn't care about anybody else. That's why I ate like a freaking pig. I was so desperate to feel something that in the middle of the night, I would turn off all the lights in the house, go in the refrigerator, and eat cold chicken from Popeyes that we had Sunday. I was so desperate. That is the reason why I ate so much. But now I eat because I want food. I'm hungry, bitch. Feed me. That's how I feel. When I'm done eating, I know when to, nah, no thank you. I'm not hungry. Sometimes I don't eat until like the middle of the day because I'm not hungry yet. As big as look at me, I'm as big as I am. When someone says, "You not hungry?" Anyway, it's not about me. I told you my story. People who, like the doctors who always say, you're fat, you need to lose weight. Do you ever consider the reason why they're so big? They have a whole show on TLC called My 600-Pound Life. And they tell their story. They want to stop eating. They want to stop feeling hurt and afraid. They want to start living their life again. Some people of them have been sexually assaulted. Some of them have lost their parents. Some of them have been sexualized by their parents. They've been abused. Foster home. There's a reason why somebody eats their life away. And this particular creator has enough BS. That he don't need people complaining that he's big, that he's hefty, that he's fat, that he's fugly, that he's ugly. That's why he got a divorce. When your girlfriend is so fat, that's why she dumped you, because she didn't want to be fat with you anymore. Ha 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 ha, that's why you can't tie your shoes no more. All the comments I'm seeing on his video. There's only a few comments that I see. Honey, we love you. Please do something. You need some help. You need to get some help. We're here for you. We care for you. Only about 4 or 5 comments that I see is that are encouraging and comforting. Yeah, sometimes he needs to hear the cold, hard fact that if he don't get it together, he's gonna die with a huge plate of burgers and cookies in front of him while he dies. Yes, Mr. Faye, you look like you want to say something.
It's not just that. It's like when there's elements, and you hit on it, the health issues, but it's also like, and Mattel, it's like, I tell people all this, fat shaming it ranks right up there with cyberbullying. It's probably worse than cyberbullying, because you're attacking a person's look. Like, nobody in the world can be fucking Kim Kardashian. Nor does anyone want to.
No one has enough money to keep getting liposuction. No one has any money to keep getting fat surgery. No one has any money to call TLC and put me on My 600-Pound Life. No one has that kind of money to be moving from one state to another. Let me tell you, it is not okay to bully people who are big. You don't know what's going on to make them that big. They could be just fat because they just like food. Can you let them like food, please? Who is you? What are you, the food police? What is there, a food shortage somewhere? That you have to tell some people, all right, you need to stop eating, you're too big for that. Because last time I checked, there's all these fast foods around here, and I know you eating at them too. So don't even lie. And I know these bodybuilders want to encourage healthy eating, but I know good and well when they're not on camera,
they eat fast food. And this is the thing that I have, and I'm glad you mentioned those comments, because I'm gonna get in their ass too. It's like this: you have no fucking right to just call this guy out. And I'm looking at you, comment section, for that video. You can't tell me you're not fucking fat. You can't tell me that. Like, is it the fact that you have this insatiable fetish for watching people eat? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This guy creates videos not because what he's doing is he's determining what is too much to eat. Do you know what I mean, Miss Valiant?
Sort of. But with this guy, he started off.
He was skinny.
He was muscular. He was skinny. But he decided to do food videos because unhealthy junk food videos because they were getting a lot more attention than healthy eating videos. He was following demand at first, but then when I was looking at his stuff, it's like he's not just doing this for content, he's doing this for attention, which is also a problem.
Yes, and I'm about to hit on that, Miss Valiant. When you do it for attention, you're doing it to you need help. You are crying, as Miss Valiant has said to me. You are crying out for help when you start going for attention, or go. It's not. Some people say it's clout chasing. No, clout chasing is a
clout chasing because that's what people kept demanding him do fast food videos. So he was clout chasing, but it also got to a point when you watch his videos, it's like you can feel it, like something's not right.
Yeah, you start feeling that it's a weird, like,
he was doing dangerous stuff.
And then you start feeling the element of danger in it.
And he started fast food eating. He explained why he started doing fast food because there's more people would rather watch a fat person kill themselves on camera.
And at the same token,
McDonald's.
I just think.
And he just kept eating.
He's got to stop.
I showed Mr. Fan a video of his.
And I almost fucking puked. Because.
It's not enjoyable to watch someone take a freaking crab leg.
That one's done. All right, let's go to this one. It's so delicious.
It literally, when Miss Valiant showed this to me, I literally got sick to my stomach.
He was full, and he kept. Now I knew. At that moment, I knew that there's and y'all egging him on should be stop encouraging him. He's got a whole fan base around him of him being fat. He got a merch shirt that's saying, "I identify as skinny." Honey, you can't even tie your shoes anymore. You can hardly breathe. Your face is covering your throat.
Yeah. And
I know I'm heavy, but at least I can still look at my throat in the mirror.
Yeah, I mean, I may be chubby, but at least I can still bend down and tie my shoelaces.
Mr. Fan loses weight faster than I do.
Yeah.
Like a normal human being after I had warned him about skipping meals before I slapped the white off him. But I'm just saying, people who do that either have a food issue, a food disorder, or they have some type of trauma that they're trying to avoid and stuff in their stomach instead, like I did.
It's not.
Yeah. Before I understand that there are some people who are fat because they just eat too much stuff and don't realize how many calories and don't realize that. There are people out there who do that. Also, I understand there are people out there who eat on camera like this and gain weight. I understand that they're asking for people to grade them and bully them online, but they're not really asking for it. They're just doing it to get money.
Yeah.
They're seeking attention. someone that you love died and you want to be with them. That's karma. And that's what he had. He has a tiny amount of karma. He has one of those, and then he is the same fear that thinks that a lot of people I had that same fear that one day everyone is just gonna walk out of my life.
Can you speak a little louder, Miss Valiant?
But I'm not saying y'all can comment whatever y'all want. Y'all can. That is your amendment. Let me tell you something. You're a horrible person. You're a horrible person if you think it's okay to bully people. You are asking this man to have heart failure. He's killing himself. Yes, Mr. Quinn.
The first thing this man needs to do is stop. Just stop. And I'm begging you, dude, whoever you are, stop. Stop doing this.
It's okay to eat junk food. No one's telling you it's not okay to do that. But to do it in moderation is what we're asking.
But all we're asking.
Because I tell you one thing. If you were in school bullying my son or daughter for being a little heavy, trust and believe you're getting sued for everything your parents got, because you're not gonna sit there and fat shame my baby. Y'all, you know what bothers me the most, Mr. Fan? You're first to defend a gay person, then you are to defend a fat person.
That's
y'all don't do that stuff to each other. Being gay is a choice.
But being fat is not a choice.
No, being fat is also a choice.
It is a choice.
Obesity is a choice. Being fat is a choice and being gay is a choice. And no, here come you on the comments. No, being gay. No, honey. If you have a feeling that you are attracted to men, you're going to go sleep with a man. Trust me. Trust and believe that. That is a feeling. That is something you can control. You can control your feelings. You can control your weight. Unless there is a chemical imbalance inside you that can't have you lose weight. Sometimes being fat isn't controllable because you have an hormonal imbalance that you cannot fix, and that causes you to gain weight or lose weight, however it operates.
Yeah.
Sometimes you cannot control your weight, but in most cases where obesity is concerned,
Americans
are famous for having the most obese people in their country, in the country.
So that leads us to a conversation, and we'll kind of briefly mention it. People say, well, why does America have obesity? Well,
hello, we are a capitalistic nation, so of course
we're gonna have fast food.
McDonald's was founded here in America. Hello, you didn't think around McDonald's just happened when you wake up the next morning? No.
Like, hello, we love deep fried food. We love fucking Twinkies. We love fucking junk food. Like, come on.
We're human. We're gonna be attracted to things that are sweet and juicy.
Yeah. Like, no matter what. No matter what happens. And to the comment section, I'm gonna take a page out of Will Smith. Keep the fucking name out them fucking.
And anyway, with obesity, it's not always people's fault that they choose food. I mean, if I'm being honest, I'd rather choose food over drugs, because food, it takes a long time to kill you. With drugs, you could have an overdose and then you could just die in a matter of seconds. People just need to stop calling people fat and fatty and it's your fault that you're like this when really they've given up on life because life has given up on them, at least in their mindset. They think that everyone has given up on them, and it's not fair. I mean, honestly, if someone you love was struggling, you wouldn't say, well, stop being sad or stop thinking about your trauma. Usually, when people eat that significant amount of food, it's due to more than just sadness or depressions, a built up emotions from when they were kids. Their parents would put them on so many diets and call them fat, and they'd be bullied in school tremendously. And then things would happen, the divorce, a teenage pregnancy, things happen, and they feel like they can't escape bad things, so they just give up. They just stuff their face because that's the only thing that can bring them solace. That first layer of defense is the fat. The cocoon that surrounds them is the fat that they have, that the fat that they stored up over the years. That's their armor. And when you strip that away, what do you got left? You've got a scared little girl, you got a scared little boy that's been hurting for so long. And you tease them, you act, and you wonder why they act that way. That particular YouTuber acts that way because he doesn't know how to act. He's given up on himself, clearly. You watching his stuff, you know that he has clearly given up. Clearly given up. And it's not okay to shun them, to make videos off them, to make it look like that it's their fault when it isn't. This guy is going through so much pain right now. And all he can do is lash out. All he can do is, I don't know, cuss and scream at the people that he supposedly loves. That's like with transgenders, people who go through gender change. It's not because they hate themselves, it's because they have nothing else left to do. They can't rearrange their face, they can't rearrange anything else. All they can do is maybe life will be better in a different gender. What I'm so sick of hearing is that it's their fault, 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 it's their fault. And it's not. It's not their fault. When I am Dante, made that video about my 10-pound life and his people in the comments and him was doing that, making fun of them people, how can you just sit and eat there like that and you're not listening to their stories? You're not listening to what happened to them? You're just sitting there laughing like it's a joke? It sickens me because he was one of my favorite YouTubers, and now I have to question, this is how he really acts when people are obese like this? This is how he really acts like that? I can't imagine. Lord knows I can't imagine what he would say to a trans person. Lord knows what I think he would say or act like reacting to a trans video. People are so quick to defend and stand up for the LGBT community. But then don't want to stand up for the people who have disabilities, for the people who can't hear or see, for the people who can't read or write, for the people who are financially challenged, who have less disadvantages than that person. You are so quick to stand up for those people, for the LGBT community, but you're never gonna stand up for the people who really need it. Birds of a feather flock together. So those LGBTQ people, they got their own back. They don't need any help. They've said this. They don't need any help from us. So stop standing up for them. They can stand up for themselves. Now, if they're in a group of people by themselves, that's fine. Then you can stand up for them. But if they got a crowd of people, they're in the LGBTQ theater or some type of event, and someone's getting picked on because of their sexuality, they got their back. Birds of a feather flock together. There are more pressing issues than sex. Your sexual identity does not matter. It don't. No one cares. No one cares. I certainly don't care. You do what you want, I'll do what I want. I'm just sick and tired of hearing people just assume that that he's doing this to himself. He is, but there's a reason why he's doing it, and he needs help. So that wraps up this whole conversation. Our next video is going to be on gender, and it's going to be on gender. We're going to create a series called Girl versus Boy, or Woman versus Man, or Adam versus Eve, something like that. We're going to call it something. And yeah, so this has been the Controversial Table. Thank you for subscribing and and commenting and all that jazz. So, and if you're wondering why it went from 2 of us to just 1 of us, this is like a huge, the first part of the video was recorded on the 2nd. The second part was recorded on the 8th. Today's the 8th. I think today is yes, today's the 8th. Today is the 8th. So thank you so much. Thank you all so much. Love you guys.